Hey guys, how's it going? It's Python, welcome back to the channel, and we're back for some more winhiro because a new unexpected SS character just dropped, and it is a blue defender UMEMIYA. Now, judging by the other UMEMIYAs, the expectations are high. We're gonna talk about his skills, we're gonna talk about where he places on the tier list, and of course we're gonna talk about this scene card because it's actually really good. Now I did manage to pull him, so I'll show you here from the screen, I guess. There we go. Let's get to his skills. First of all, his ultimate, and very unique. He sets up a shield of 100% of defense for 10 seconds to all allies, not just to himself, to all allies, and he attracts the opponent with the highest attack for 15 seconds. So it's really nice. Is it good enough? Now, I don't know. Like the other tanks that set up a shield do a lot more, but they only set up the shield for themselves. It's also only 10 seconds. Now, this in certain situations can be really good, right? Especially against single bosses that do AoE, this can be really, really good. So yeah, it's really good, but like just for himself, like just as a pure tank, I don't know if that's enough. But let's take a look at the other skills. Skill 1, that's 10% defense increase, so 10% damage lower for 30 seconds, which is 10 seconds higher than the other units. The other units increase their defense by 10% for 20, I believe. Green Togame does it, I believe. Blue Sugishita does it, and I believe that Green Hiragi does it, but Green Hiragi also heals. So yeah, that's really good. It does it for 30 seconds. An extra 10 is a long time. And then we get onto the skill 2. The skill 2 is really nice as well. It deals 150% damage to the two enemies in the front, and it increases damage taken by 10% for them. So it debuffs them for 20 seconds, which is really nice, because it does it for the two on the front, not for the one that attacks him, because I believe a lot of them do it for the one that attacks him. I believe that the Hiragi does it. I believe Hiragi does it as well, but he only does it for one. The green Hiragi, but he only does it for one. For one opponent, for the one that he attacks, not for both in the front row. And then let's get onto the passive. And here is another one, just like the ultimate. It's like, it's really good, but it can go wrong, and that's because it only applies when you have 5 units, right? So if the number of units you have falls below 5, the effect does not take effect, right? The passive does not take effect. But if you do have all your units, the damage taken is reduced by 20%, which is massive. Now, this is only for himself, right? Whereas Green Hiragi does it by 10% for everybody, but usually Sugishita as well has a passive which is really nice. He does it by 15. And then obviously if you have UMEMIYA, it increases his attack as well. So those are his skills. Really interesting. I think a bit situational. I think the fact that his ultimate is the only one in the game that does what he does, that set up a shield for everybody, is a plus. But also it makes him, like just himself, a bit of a weaker tank. So it's interesting, but again, the passive is massive. A 20% damage decrease is massive. So yeah, before we talk about the scene card, let's place him on the tier list. Or no, actually, let's talk about the scene card first, because the scene card is actually great. The scene card is phenomenal. Is this one right here. And at the beginning of the wave, it reduces damage taken by the two allies in the front, by the 2 units in the front, by 10%. If you max it out to level 5, it does it by 15%, which is great, which is really good. 10% at the beginning, 15 is massive for the two allies in the front. It's phenomenal. And the good part about it, and I'm actually going to show you on the tier list right now, the good part about this recollection bit, no, sorry, wrong game. For this scene card, why it's so good. Oh, sorry, there we go. I clicked on the wrong tab there. So the reason why it's so good is because not only can you use it with him, you can use it with the green UMEMIYA and the yellow UMEMIYA, right? I guess you can use it with the blue one too, but the blue attacker one, but like you can still use even just the yellow one. It's an S unit. It's really good, and they're all different colors, right? Blue, yellow, and green, right? So yeah, that's really positive. So let's get into placing him on the tier list. And again, I am not too sure about him because he depends a lot on the stage that you're in. In certain stages, it's gonna be a lot better, but I guess that's true for everybody. Actually, before I place him on the tier list, I just want to make one change to the tier list, and let's just do this because I skimmed over it, but I thought essentially he did what Nide does, but Nide buffs twice, buffs attack twice, whereas he doesn't. So I'm just gonna do this change. I'm not gonna get into changing other characters, even though I do think that Green Togame is actually a lot better than I had initially thought, and I might have to put him, he might have to go here, but for now we'll leave him there. And Blue UMEMIYA is gonna go into, for now, into S tier. I think he can be SS tier depending on the stage, but it's just that like it's like this Hiragi, right, and even this Togame, like they focus on themselves, right? So it's like you know what you're gonna get from them, whereas this one can really help on certain occasions, but at the same time it's like if you're facing someone that just targets you only, you're a bit screwed. So that's why it goes into S for me for now. Again, the passive is massive, right? A 20% damage lower is absolutely massive, and the skill one lasts for 10 extra seconds. So the ult might not matter, but usually for tanks, they usually take a lot of damage, and then the ult helps them stabilize, right, and stay longer in the game. Whereas for him, it's a bit different, but yeah, that's why it goes into S for me. I'm not gonna like place him above people. Actually, I will. Let's go here, right? Sure, why not? Yeah, as I said, really good unit, definitely better than Sugeura here, right? Definitely a better blue tank than Sugeura, right? But I don't think he's a must-have. He's definitely not a summon for me. Like, he's a skip. But maybe if you want to do 3 pulls just to get his SIM card, because as I said, really good with him, really good with the green one, and really good with the yellow one. So if you want to pull for the SIM card and you happen to get him, fair enough. If not, it is what it is. It's not a massive miss in my eyes as of now. But I don't know, maybe I've made a mistake evaluating him. Let me know what you think. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.